reprise for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to the boys basketball season opener here in Elmhurst as the York Dukes take on the Lyons Township Lions here tonight. Big conference matchup for the Dukes going into the Tosh. Two teams that will be in the Jack Tosh tournament this year. We'll see a little preview of them here tonight. Christian, what can we expect from both of these teams?
So first let's look at the Lyons Township Lions. They have one very good win this year to open up the year against OPRF, who they actually defeated them in double OT, 76-74. One thing I look out for this Lions team is they play a Pac-Man man-to-man defense, meaning they play man-to-man, but they like to force the ball to the middle because they are a big team and they can stop the ball in the paint. And then let's look a little bit about York, right? We got AJ Levine, we got Pecos. Their biggest win this season is against a Libertyville team that's very good. That's just a great win. It was at Libertyville. 57-54 was the final score. And one cool thing about the Dukes defense, they run a 1-2-2 trap, and they're very known for that over these past few years. They've been running that defense, and they're known for that. That is their brand of basketball.
And with that huge win you were talking about over Stevenson, 3-point win against a great team. They struggled against them last year against Libertyville here at York. They have all the momentum coming in with that game on Tuesday, so we can expect them to start off hot. AJ Levine been playing great all season. He's looking to carry the load as he did last year for this Dukes team as well. A lot of returning players here for York, so we're very excited for tip-off here in just a couple of seconds. So we'll go down to the floor now for the start of this basketball game. We'll have Liam Taylor and Kyle Waltz here for the jump ball to start up this game, and Liam Taylor wins it here early for the Lions. McRayley, they're still caught in the backcourt. Taylor now pushing on Richardson. He's now trapped, having a hard time with the ball in it. He's stuck back there. Has a man open, drive. Looks like a charge, and it will be. Brendan Molas, great defensive play to get the momentum going early.
Wow, Molas stepping in for that team. That's early momentum. You love to see that, especially in the first conference matchup of the season for the Dukes.
Pecos here to bring it up. Waltz now gets it over to Waltz. Fast swing, Levine, pull up three off the catch. That one's gonna roll in and out, won't fall. Lyons Township now with it. Pushing in Taylor. He's gonna go with a spin move. Ball's up, blocked by Waltz.
Wow, great move by Taylor. Just better defense from the Dukes.
Levine now driving out, kicking out to Molas. Molas thought about it, he's gonna slow it down. Gets a screen from Richardson. Waltz now driving, loses it. Pecos with it over in the corner. Mole's going to be fouled right there by Mike Rayleigh. That's going to be their first. Still scoreless here a minute into this ball game. Very defensive heavy so far early on. Levine gets it off the inbound. Great move up to the basket. Gets up high. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Back out to Levine. Fakes the three. Cut in. Pecos. Layup. Can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound still.
Wow, great pass from Levine. Fortunately, Pecos couldn't finish, but that's the kind of looks you want to generate if you're this Duke's offense early.
Ball stuck back up top. Rayleigh's now with it. Guarded tightly by Levine. Over to Liam Taylor. Ball dropped inside. Three ball now. Riley, he's got it. Stops the scoring drought from both teams with a three to open up this ball game. Ball's now over to Molis. Levine driving in, kicking out to Waltz. It's going to be a very low pass. Can't handle it. It's going to go out of bounds as it was tipped. So York will keep the ball here. Levine with it over to Waltz. Waltz looking to drive. He's going to have to get this one back out. Molis catch and shoot three. That one's short.
A little bit of a heat check there from Molis. Not sure that's the kind of shot you want on that possession.
Inside Riley. That one won't go for him this time. Rebound by Molis. Now trying to push the break. Screen from Richardson. Now over to Waltz. His three-pointer. That one's also short. Caleb Greer getting this one over to Brady Chambers. Taylor now with it. Going to get this one back over to Greer. Defense staying very strong. Over to Hoffman. Hoffman, Molis almost steals it. Levine coming up from behind trying to get his hands on it. It's going to be a foul as there's a lot of contact. So that's going to be the first one on Levine.
It's one guy that Duke's got to keep out of foul trouble tonight, AJ Levine. We know how big of an impact he has on both sides of the ball. He's just one guy they're going to have to rely on if they're going to win this game.
Hoffman trapped in the half court off of Pecos' leg. He's going to grab it, look to dish it back out. He gets it to Richardson. Levine now fakes the three, drives in. Athletic finish at the rim, but that one's also short. Liam Taylor's going to slow this one up to Greer. Greer driving in, goes for the layup, rolls around in, and goes in for the and one.
Great job by Greer to create some contact. Just soft little touch at the rim for an easy and one. And a chance to extend the lead to 6.
That's already the second foul here on AJ Levine. We just talked about the foul trouble. Very, very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, which is what you want out of a guard like him. But the foul trouble, especially early on here in the first quarter, down by 5, still have not scored yet. You really need that offensive help from him as Greer knocks down the second free throw. Levine now bringing this ball up. Moles to Richardson. Richardson down low to Waltz, high pass. Working on Taylor and Greer, but it's going to be a traveling call. Great defense there from Greer and Taylor in the post, not letting Waltz get any kind of breathing room.
There's that pack line defense I talked about earlier, just doubling instantly. When the Dukes get the ball into the middle, they know they can play great defense to protect the rim. We just see it time to time again from this Lions offense or defense.
Greer with it, guarded by Pecos up top. Ball to corner to Hoffman. Hoffman stuck with it in the other corner over to Greer. Greer looking to get rid of it. Skip past to Taylor. A little bit too high, can't get the shot off. 3:48 left to go. Ball in low to Chambers, guarded by Richardson. Oh, that one's tipped by Molis, and Molis is now pushing it. Looking to slow it up here as they did not have numbers. He's driving in now, kicking to the corner to Waltz. Great defense there from Taylor. Waltz gonna have to slow this one up. Now driving, corner pass, Molis catch and shoot. He's got it to go. First 3 points for the Dukes tonight, stopping the scoreless run of nearly 5 minutes here in this first quarter, cutting the lead in half, now 6-3.
Nice shot from Mullis. We'll see if that can lead to some momentum on the offensive side of the ball for the Dukes. They're going to need it because this LT team is looking pretty good on offense so far.
Chambers working in on Waltz. That's going to be a traveling call. We see Waltz and Richardson playing some great interior defense as Max Bernison looks to check into the game for the first time, letting A.J. Levine catch a breather. But that's one thing we didn't really see Kyle Waltz do too much last year. He hit a little bit of a growth spurt over the summer, so he's a bit taller now, basically the same height as Braden Richardson, so it really helps on the interior defense. Waltz now driving in, going up hard. Richardson with the offensive rebound. He gets hacked at the rim by Brady Chambers, and now Richardson's going to have a chance here at the line.
Yeah, going back to Kyle Waltz, one guy I'd compare him to in the NBA is probably Kevin Durant. You know, he's lengthy. He can hit that J, and he can also go to the rim. I think that's a good comparison. We'll see if Richardson can knock these down.
First one for Richardson is good. Bring this back within 2 points. Riley going to sit down, and Pajuska is going to check in here for the Lions. 2:50 left to go here in this first quarter. And Richardson goes 2 for 2 there from the charity stripe. 6-5 now. Chambers being pressured over to Pajuskis. He's getting trapped. Stolen by Mullis. Mullis now pushing. He's going to be fouled.
No, they're going to get him out of bounds.
It's going to be a push over on the right sideline. Mullis trying to go to the basket. Pushed by Pajuskis, who turned the ball over. So York's still going to keep the ball here down by 1. Unfortunate events there for the Dukes, as they probably could have had an open layup if there's no foul. No transition take foul like there is in the NBA, so that's just going to be out of bounds there for York. Bernson up top to Richardson. Waltz driving, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, short. Ball gets tipped out. Mullis is going to take a step back 3. This time it's going to be long over the backboard and will be out of bounds.
Now the sophomore, Hunter Stefanich, checking in. We know Coach Dunn likes to develop his sophomores. We know A.J. Levine, Braden Richardson, Ryan Peckosh all played a lot of minutes their sophomore year on the team for the varsity squad.
Taylor goes up for it, hard off the glass. No rim contact there. Bernison now with it. Gets the screen back out to Waltz. Waltz driving, gets up there. He's going to be fouled. Can't get the tough layup to go. He's going to go to the line here for another chance for 2 points, looking to get York their first lead of the ball game.
That was a great move. Just great job to draw the contact. See what Waltz can do at the charity stripe.
First free throw is good there for Waltz. Second one, no good for Waltz. Staying in a tie ball game at 6 apiece. 2 minutes left to go here in this first quarter action. Max Hoffman's gonna have to jump up for that one. Giving it over to Greer. Tyler Kuda now with it up top, getting it over to Taylor. Hoffman, corner 3. That one won't fall. Offensive rebound though. Layup also too strong this time from Ian Polanowski. Bernson with it, looking to drive. Kicks it out to Mullis. Mullis taking his time. Back to Waltz, 3-pointer. That one rattles around in and out. Hoffman now pushing it here for the Lions. Over to Liam Taylor, he goes up for it. He can't miss, he can't make the layup again. He is really struggling from the floor right here. Mullis goes up for it and gets fouled going the other way.
Wow, just lots of action and controversy going on both sides. Looks like both of those baskets should have gone in for both teams, but it's going to stay at a 6-6 game, and we'll see what Mullis can do at the line.
Mullis' first free throw won't go down. Connor Fitzgerald now checking in for the Dukes as Waltz will go take a breather. Mullis does knock down the second one. York gets their first lead of the night. 7-6 here with 1:10 left to go in the first. Greer over to Polanowski, now to Taylor. Taylor trapped hard. It's going to be a blocking foul on Fitzgerald. Polanowski here to pass it in for the Lions. He's having trouble getting it in. Greer, though, finds the ball. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, short. Rebound by Bernison. Now bringing the ball up for York. Looking to extend this lead here with 50 seconds left to go. Fitzgerald, hard drive, left-hand scoop, can't get it to go. Ball's bouncing around. I'm going to say last touch there on the inside by Bernison. That's going to be the Lions basketball.
I like that take by Fitzgerald. Got a good look. He's a lefty, so that's the look you want from him. Just couldn't be able to go, but he certainly has to keep his confidence and just keep shooting because we know he's a dangerous asset on the scoring side of the ball.
Ball trapped in the corner by Fitzgerald. Low pass off the legs there of Michael Riley. Turnover again for LT. Turnover's been a big part of this game early on. Levine looking like he's going to hold for the last shot of the quarter here. Clock now ticking down to 15 seconds. He's going to get the screen. Driving in, layup, stuffed at the basket by Polanowski. 5 seconds. Greer now with it. Greer inside, fouled by Bernison. Hard with 1 second left to go. Bobby Vespal, the shooter, he's going to the line. And York has given the Lions an opportunity here to regain the lead before the end of the first quarter.
Fouls on the ground. Just 1 second left on the clock.
York catching somewhat of a break there. Looked like Vespal was up for the shot, but nonetheless, corner three. Riley, he gets it to go, the buzzer beater to end the first quarter. The Lions retake the lead 9-7. Great play call there from Coach Sloan, getting one of his best shooters an open look at the buzzer.
Wow, just a great play call. And what a gritty first quarter that was. Just a lot of controversy on both sides of the ball, both on the defensive side and the offensive side. And that was just a great first quarter.
Definitely looks like we'll have a good one here in store, with it still being a 2-point game. The Lyons Township Lions leading over the York Dukes 9-7 after one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Basketball on York Sports Network. Back now here for the start of the second quarter. York starts with the ball. DeSanto with it, gets him over to Mullis. Holt's going to hold on the wing, swing past DeSanto. LT coming out in a zone. York still trying to adjust. DeSanto's got an open look from 3. He's got it, nothing but net. Nick DeSanto gets his first 3 points of the night.
You know, I was playing basketball with DeSanto at FFC the other night, and he just wasn't missing from 3. Seems like that's just been on repeat for him lately. Just a great shot from him. Duke's got the lead back just like that.
Great game this one over the corner of Vespa. We're going to swing this one over. Riley, deep three-pointer off the front of the rim. It's going to be a push. That one going to be on Brennen. Richardson the foul, so LT will keep the ball underneath the basket here. Richardson does not look very happy with that call. Oh, now Vespa tipped by DeSanto. Taylor was able to recover. Greer now with it over to Riley. Vespa corner. Vespa thought about it. Great closeout by Richardson. Deep pass. DeSanto right on top of Riley. Greer driving, step through. Too far. Rebounded by Moles again, but Greer making a great hustle play, stealing that ball away while they were not looking. Greer to the corner. Vespa, three-pointer. Hand in the face, won't go. Fighting for the rebound there. It's Polanowski, but DeSanto comes down with it. All over the wing. Past the corner. Ball back over to DeSanto. He's going to take another 3, and that one is also good. DeSanto 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
Great job, great ball movement. Just got to find the shooter. They got the look they wanted, and now they're up by 4.
Trapping.
That's 6 unanswered points.
Greer trying to throw it down low, off the leg of Richardson. Moles now pushing it up, 1-on-3. Tough layup, but he gets it to go. Great finish there from Moles at the rim, getting heavily contested by Liam Taylor.
Wow, great jump stop. Just sets his feet in an easy lay. Now a 6-point lead.
Riley almost passed it out of bounds, but Greer able to take it. He's taking his time over to Vespa. Bad pass down low, and Bernison steals it. York's going to slow this one down, get their shot. They have really been working the three-point arc here in the second quarter with the new defense here from the Lions, and the three-point ball has been working effectively here for York.
Looks like the Lions switched to a smaller lineup, and they went with a 2-3 zone, which is going to force to shoot the 3 more. And we've seen that.
And DeSanto a third 3. This time it's way short. Fighting for the rebound, though. Greer comes up with it. DeSanto trapping. He gets his hand on the ball, but it's going to be a foul. That one looked to be on Brendan Molas. That's going to be his first foul here in the early goings of this second quarter. Huge substitution here from both teams as Brady Chambers checks in as well. It's number 15, Max Hoffman for LT, and Levine, Stefanich, and Pecos all check in here for York.
One thing I feel about York this year, it's a lot different, is I feel like they have so much depth on the guys that can play. I feel like there's almost 9 guys on this team that could possibly start.
And here's a 3 from Hoffman off the bench. That one won't go. Stefanich with the rebound. AJ Levine, hesitation, going hard to the lane. Great finish there, absolutely beautiful floater, showing off that elite touch that he has around the basket. Another bad pass from Greer, stolen by Richardson. Levine's gonna look to get this one over to Pecos. Levine, a deep three-pointer. He's got it! Rattling around the rim and falls down in. York has gotten hot this quarter. 20-9 our score, and the timeout here from Coach Sloan and the Lions.
Wow, a 13-0 run to open up the second quarter. Are you kidding me? Student section's loving it. This place is rocking. You're watching York Sports Network.
Now back from the timeout. LT looking to stop this 13-0 run here from the Dukes. Deep pass to Hoffman. He's got a good layup attempt. That one off the glass, fouled though by Stefanich, so he'll go to the line for 2 here with 3:57 left to go here in the half.
It's like the junior guard, Eddie Sika, will be checking in here. First time touching the court tonight.
First one good for Hoffman. Brings us back to a 10-point game. Looking at get it now down to single digits. LT's been getting their looks from pretty much every spot they want to on the floors. The second one's no good. Stefanich with the rebound, but the shots have just not been falling here for the Lions.
Now the Lions are back to that pack line press from man-to-man. That press has been working when they've been running it, and when their starters were not, they switched to a 2-3 zone, which just was not going well for them.
Levine now, pull up 3. That one's off the side of the rim. Fighting for it is Pecos. He was already out of bounds when he went to go save it, so that's going to be out on York, LT basketball.
Earlier, TJ, we talked about the foul trouble, and you can really see why Levine cannot get in that, because they just rely on him so much to knock down all sorts of shots.
Hoffman. Sika coming over to make a play on the ball. He's going to hit Hoffman a bit too hard. There's going to be another foul on York. That's now 4 for them in the second quarter. None so far with LT. Chambers, deep pass. Tipped by Sika right to Levine. He goes up and slams it home. A.J. Levine, get up there, young blood.
Wow, great defense from Sika, looking like a corner. He plays cornerback for the varsity football team and just passes it right to Levine for the slamma-jamma.
What a great hustle play there from Eddie Sika, jumping back on that pass from Chambers, looking to find Greer in the backcourt. Just even better pass, jumping back to make a play. Chambers now at the line here. He knocks down the first one. 11-point game. 3:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Second one will also fall. Breaking the press wall is York. Pecos over to Levine. Speaking of Pecos, now Levine making a play around Hoffman. Another floater, this one's short. Looked to go off the hands of Liam Taylor, but they'll say last touched by Braden Richardson. Lions going to get the ball back, now looking to make it a single-digit game as A.J. Levine will come take a rest on the bench and Brennan Mullis will check in. Great hop step there from Hoffman. Gets a 3-point attempt. Riley can't knock it down, though.
That's another good look for the Lions. They just can't get the shots to fall. That's one of the guys you want to shoot the ball for them. Him and Taylor are their main shooters, but Rock just isn't falling right now. Dukes hold on to that 10-point lead with 2 minutes left in this half.
Sika getting into Braden Richardson. He's going to drive on Taylor. Back out, Sika. Soft pass. Pecos picks it up. Bolsky over now to Pecos in the corner. He's going to go to the ground. He's going to come up with the ball still. Lots of contact. Refs letting him play through it. Sika now. Bolst with the drive. He's going to be stopped in his tracks by Hoffman. Sika looking to hit the pick and roll to Stefanich, but it's taken away by Brady Chambers.
That was a little force there by Sika. It's all right, though. Got to keep his head up.
Overpass, but Hoffman picks it up. He's going to be fouled hard by Sika. That's going to be his second. And with that, a 3-point attempt. Now to the line was number 15, Max Hoffman, to take his 3 free throws here.
You know, TJ, As Connor Fitzgerald checks in here for Sika, I feel like the Dukes have played so many different guys tonight, and that's just something we didn't see last year. I didn't feel like Coach Dunn was confident putting up to 9 guys in. I mean, it's only the first half, and 9 different players have gotten in. It's just great to see, and it's great that they have depth, because teams with depth, especially in tournaments, are going to be able to make a far run.
First one, no good for Hoffman, but I couldn't agree more. We kind of saw it with both programs last year, the boys and the girls team. They were very short on their rotations, but both teams have been opening up a lot more this year, and we're seeing that these younger guys, the juniors on this team, have really been doing a good job of stepping up and getting that extra playing time, as that ball's out of bounds by hit last by Kyle Waltz. But last year we saw like about an 8-man rotation, mainly your 5-6 guys out on the court, but it's great to see he has trust in those guys, especially going into the Jack Tosh tournament starting in almost 2 weeks. But a 5-second penalty called here on the Lions. A lot of mistakes here.
Not just a mistake, just great hustle and defense out of the Dukes. I mean, it's hard to force a 5-second violation, and they did it. So there's something to know about this basketball team, is that they have grit if they're forcing 5-second violations and constantly forcing turnovers.
Bolt's looking to drive on Greer. Ball stripped away. Taylor now pushing it on Fitzgerald. But Molis hustles back, and he gets the steal right back. So now under a minute left to go in the second quarter. Molis looking to take his time, getting the right shot here for his team. .40 seconds left. No sense of urgency here from Waltz. Could be holding for the last shot of the half.
Looks like that's the goal, TJ. I'm not sure they're going to allow LT to get another possession. And that's why the shot clock coming up in the Jack Tosh tournament is going to be so interesting. And the game will just change quite a bit.
So Waltz pushes up, looking at down low. Pecos, extra pass. Waltz picks it up off the ground, off the backboard, and it goes down and in. 5 seconds left now. LT not much time. Hoffman gonna take a deep three-pointer off the front of the rim, rebounded by Richardson, and that's gonna do it here in the first half. York lighting it up from behind the arc there in the second period, taking a 24-13 lead. And Christian, what did LT struggle with a little bit more in the second quarter that kind of brought this game to where it is at this point?
You know, they came out of the second quarter with a 2-3 zone defense, and that just did not work for them, because we know York loves their threes, and we knew they were eventually starting to fall, and that's exactly what happened. Wide open threes led to a big breakout coming in like in a 2-minute span, and it's just not what you want for the Lions. But eventually, the Lions fought their way back into it, now only down 11.
And Christian, one more thing before we go to the half here. We know that this Lyons Township team was so good last year. They lost a lot of guys graduating. They came in second place in that Jack Tosh tournament. What do you think that those senior players did to this team, and what has really changed compared from the team last year?
Well, I feel like the three-point shooting last year was just outstanding. I mean, every game I announced or watched, I actually got to watch them play Timothy Christian. That was just a beatdown for the Trojans. We all know that LT would kill them. But one thing I noticed in that game is just the amount of pressure they put on the defense or the offense, the amount of threes they made, shot and took, and the shot selection was just a lot better. I feel like tonight the Lions have been forcing way too many shots when really they should just slow it down, which is what the Dukes have actually been doing when they're not pushing in transition. But yeah, I feel like they just contributed a lot more scoring and defense to the team last year than this year.
And with that, we're going to step away here to go to halftime. 24-13 our score, with York leading the LT Lions. We'll be back in about 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Don't go anywhere for the conclusion of this West Suburban Conference mashup. You've been watching York Sports Network.
Please welcome to the floor the York cheerleaders.
We are back now here for the start of the second half action between the York Dukes and Lyons Township. Lyons Dukes currently lead 24-13. Christian, what do you think this Lyons team has to do differently here in the second half to come back in this game?
Well, I think they got to stay with that pack line, man-to-man defense. The 2-3 zone was just not working for them. We know that the Lions went on the big scoring drought, and just the Dukes went on a big offensive run when they had that defense in. And I just think that the Dukes, if they continue to stay hot, I don't see the Lions hanging in here.
All right, with that, we're going to get down to the start of the second quarter. Brady Chambers is looking to pass this one in for LT. Greer stripped away.
Pickpocket.
Levine now pushing it. 3-on-2. Great no-look pass to Molis, but he can't finish. Fouled by Pecos. Unfortunate start here for the half. Molis knows he should have had that one.
And if there's that 1-2-2 defense I mentioned earlier that the Dukes love to run, works again there.
Here with it for LT. Over to Chambers. Chambers, pass tip, saved by Waltz, but it goes right back to Brady Chambers. Down low, Riley, great finish around the basket, up and under, and he gets it to go.
Wow, great move by Riley, just little jelly up and under, just like TJ said. Just great basket, now lead down to single digits. See if they can keep that momentum and take it with them in the rest of this quarter.
Moles gonna have this one, getting it over to Richardson. Levine looking for the pull-up, gets it out to Molis, his three-pointer. That one's going to be off the back iron, long rebound, picked up by Riley. We're now pushing it, moving fast up the court. Hoffman in the corner, driving to the basket, goes up, gets stuffed at the basket by Kyle Waltz. Levine, now with it, he's going to slow it up, get this one over to Molis. Levine waiting for stuff to set up top. We're going to go one-on-one with Hoffman, going for the finish, and he's fouled by Greer.
Great job by Levine just to get to the rim and establish some contact, and now we'll go to the charity stripe for two. Levine's at 7 points on the night, 2 fouls. Got to make sure he keeps that number down, like we mentioned earlier.
A little bit of a late call there on that foul, as the first one rolls around the rim and won't go in for Levine. Greer was certainly not happy with the call in the moment. Looked to be like he might have gotten the wrist as A.J. Levine went up for the layup. Second free throw is good, though. 10-point lead now for York. Ball passing, Greer going up for it off the hands of Hoffman. Molis gathers it in the backcourt, now pushing it up. Waltz driving to the basket, tough finish, can't get it to go. Richardson gets the putback layup for his fourth point of the night.
Great job by Richardson to box out, get the easy bucket.
Taylor pushing, charge! Great job there from Brandon Richardson to get the feet set, making sure Taylor wasn't going to get a free layup.
Yeah, I just talked about Richardson on the offensive side of the ball. Now makes a play on the defensive side of the ball, and the Dukes now up by 12.
Levine has it off the foot of Taylor as it goes out of bounds. Ball will be brought out under to the sideline here for York. Molis to pass it in. 6:04 left to go in the third quarter. Levine driving to the basket, kicks out to Richardson. Pump fake from Levine, going baseline. Extra pass, Molis. Swing pass. Waltz now from 3. That one's short. Offensive rebound, though, for Levine. He's going to run back out, take a 3 of his own, and he knocks it down.
Wow. Just great ball movement by the Dukes. Levine ended up getting the rebound and just takes it out, knocks it down. Those are the kind of shots I talked about that they've been relying on all night from him.
We're going to pull this one back out. Over to Riley. Riley's going to take a deep 3. That one, once again, long. Rebounded by Levine. He's looking to push. Over to Molis in the corner. Great defense there from Greer. Levine looking to set things up. He's driving out. Mole is now in the corner. He's going baseline around Greer. He gets stripped, though. That one can be said last touch by Molis. Great defensive play there from Caleb Greer. Off and down the 2-on-2. Going up strong with the right hand. That one, air ball. Rebound by Richardson. Mole's going to take this one up slow. Getting it over to Levine. Levine driving to the basket. Left-hand layup won't go. But another great play from Braden Richardson on the offensive board. Tripping over AJ Levine, but getting the bucket to go. Oh, left-hand finish. Going down hard on that play is Liam Taylor, but he finishes at the basket. Bring this back to within 15 points, 32-17.
That's exactly what Taylor needs, just a little bit of a confidence booster. We know he's one of the best shooters on the floor right now. It's just not, shots aren't falling for him right now, so.
Levine takes a tough pull-up jumper and gets stuffed by Hoffman. Deep pass from Chambers. Greer going up and under, can't get it to go. Out of bounds by Pecos. And those are those layups that the Lions really need right now. Down 15 in the third. Definitely still able to come back in this game, but they got to knock down the easy ones. Here to pass in. Pajuskis now. Looking to feed Chambers, but he's getting guarded very tightly by Kyle Waltz. Liam Taylor now. Pajuskis. Backdoor cut from Greer, goes up with it, can't get it to go. Pecos tips it up and in into his own basket.
Wow, you don't see that very much.
No, you do not. Fighting for the board, and just unfortunately goes straight into the net. A little bit of a Larry Nance Jr. situation on that one. Levine's going to leave that one for Pecos. Pecos down low, Waltz, wide open layup, and he gets it to go. Great play there from the Dukes, getting the screens for Waltz wide open at the basket. He's got 5 now.
Yeah, great screen for your big man. Just leads to a wide open lay for Waltz, and Dukes now up 15. See if they can keep extending it.
Ball gets thrown down low. Last touch by Waltz. That pass intended for Jimmy Pajuskis. It's going to be a timeout here from the Lions and Coach Sloan. That's going to be their second one used. 3 remaining. 15-point game, 34-19 our score. 2:59 left to go here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Basketball here on York Sports Network. Now back from the timeout here. LT's going to have the ball underneath the basket. Brady Chambers to pass this one in. DeSanto and Burnison now in for York. Ball going to be put down low for Taylor. That one's going to be tipped out of bounds though by Richardson. So LT will keep the ball, but they'll be passing it in this time from the sideline. That ball get brought in by Greer. He's looking to drive, down low to Taylor. He loses it, picks it back up. Tough layup, but he gets it to go over Burnison.
Here comes Taylor, one of their best scorers, starting to heat up, and that might be just what the Lions need to fight themselves back into this game.
DeSanto over to Levine. Like you said, Taylor very cold in the first half, no points. Has 4 here in the second quarter. Saw him as their leading scorer in their game versus Glenbard West a couple of days ago. Levine driving. Molis now from the corner. That one's long. Another offensive rebound, though, for Levine. He goes up with it over Greer, and he gets the finish.
Wow, what a finish from Levine. Way to keep it over his head, not allowing them to touch it. Just an easy lay. And back to a 15-point lead.
LT really struggling. Molis, he's going to get another steal here. He's driving the basket, goes up around, can't get it to go. Rebound, though, by Bernison. Ball still falling on the ground. Both teams will jump on it. It's going to be a timeout called by York. Great realization there from Coach Dunn to get the timeout while York had the possession.
Levine, just great heads-up play from your player. He's just a great leader. You see it there. I saw him go up to the ref and just hit him with the quick tee. Easy timeout. Now the Dukes will keep the ball under the hoop.
And with this timeout here, we're going to step away shortly. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes varsity basketball here on York Sports Network. Ball pass into Stefanich. Down low is Bernison, goes up against Taylor. Taylor swats that one away. Another steal here from Bernison. That's going to be, let's see what this one is. It's called a foul. It's probably going to be a foul here on Brady Chambers. No, they're going to get Liam Taylor for that one. On LT nonetheless, so it will be Duke's basketball here as Nick DeSanto looks to pass this one in. Levine gets the screen. He's going to take a pull-up jumper. Tough one from the free throw line. Nothing but nets.
Wow, Levine just rises very high up in the air. Got off the ground. Got some length there on this defender. Just knocks it down. And that's one of those shots I was talking about earlier that they just rely on him for so much.
And another way wire pass. DeSanto now pushing it. He goes tough up against Greer. Greer makes a great defensive play. Very physical around the basket. Pazushkas now pushes up. Blocking foul on Stefanich, as he wasn't able to get the feet set. So now Pazushkas will be going to the line for 2.
Great job by Pazushkas to draw the foul. Try to get some points here without taking any time off the clock, and that's exactly what the Lions are looking for if they want to fight their way back into this game.
Pazushkas, first of 2. No good. We've seen both teams really struggle here from the free throw line, leaving a lot of free points on the table. Definitely a big factor in why this lead is so big right now, that along with the amount of turnovers Lions has had. Second one was good for Pazushkas. He's going to go 1 for 2 from the line here. That's going to be his lone point here on the night. Levine now getting this one to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald driving, kicking out to DeSanto. Extra pass, Levine, 3-pointer. That one short off the rim, fighting for the rebound. Taylor comes up with it. 45 seconds left to go in the third. Double team, Greer on the sideline. He's going to be pushed. We'll have to see if that was on DeSanto or Levine by the reaction. It's going to be on Levine, and it will. That's his third foul here in the third quarter, so Pecos will come check in for him.
Yeah, third foul. The whole quarter left, so they got to be careful with that. Probably is a great idea to pull him out here, and that's what Dunn will do.
Especially with only 41 seconds left here in the third. You don't want to accidentally pick up that fourth foul on a last-second shot attempt by the Lions right here as Taylor has it.
Wow, Fitzgerald playing some great defense.
Ball thrown out of bounds. It's going to be tipped, though, so that's going to stay here with LT. And one thing I've noticed from this York Dukes team defensively is that their post defense has looked very good tonight. They have not let in a lot of entry passes, and that's led to a lot of tough outside three-point attempts here for the Lions that they just have not knocked down. As Greer takes a three, and that one's going to be an air ball.
Couldn't agree more, TJ. You've seen it all night. I feel like the Dukes do have a lot of more length this year than they had last year, and that's just one of the reasons why, but certainly just great defensive effort.
So now 12 seconds left to go. Stefanich has the ball up top. He's going to partially lose it. It's tipped, so no backcourt violation. 5 seconds, fouled. Taylor's going to take a tumble there. 6.1 left here on the clock. We'll see Brady Chambers check back in for Lyons Township, as well as Kyle Waltz and AJ Levine here for the last 6 seconds. Getting Levine back in, trying to get the ball in his hands if possible here for the last shot of the quarter. That's what they do. 5 seconds, Levine. Push up, pull up three-pointer. He knocks it down. AJ Levine with a buzzer beater. 2 buzzer beaters here in the opener, this time from York, continuing to add on to their lead, and now pushed up to 19, 41-22. The Dukes in the lead.
Wow, AJ Levine stroking that ball all night. Hits another three, and I just feel like you can feel his presence so much tonight. I mean, it seems like almost every possession he has been taking a shot, but I mean, he's been shooting a pretty great percentage from the field tonight. That's just one of the reasons the Dukes are up 19 right now.
With that here, with the Dukes in the driver's seat, we're going to step away shortly here before the start of the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes varsity basketball here on York Sports Network. Fourth quarter action here underway in the Dick Campbell Gymnasium. Pecos starting the ball off here with York. 19-point lead after the AJ Levine buzzer beater. Pass down low. Waltz goes up for it. Looking for a dunk attempt. He's going to be fouled, though, by Pajuskis. So now Kyle Waltz will go to the line, looking to push this lead up over that 20-point mark.
I feel like this York team just looks so much different this year in many different ways. I mean, they seem to have a different presence that I haven't seen in a while. Coach Dunn has just done a fantastic job in the offseason. I know he really focuses on getting the guys into the weight room. I feel like a lot of these guys look a lot more stronger, more athletic, and they seem just very, like you can feel their presence, and it's not something we saw a lot last year.
Especially with most of your players who have been playing tonight are returning varsity players, and a lot of starters as well. Richardson, Waltz, Mullis, and AJ Levine all getting starting time last year. So bringing back all those guys definitely helps you because you know what your identity is, and you just have to embrace it. And they've done that great this year. As ball's last touch here from York. Brady Chambers getting that ball pickpocketed, going out of bounds. LT will get the ball here underneath the basket. Ball out now in the hands of Taylor. Pass, corner three here from LT. That one once again long. Chambers going to grab the offensive rebound. Looking to go up against Richardson. Looking to get the pass out, but he's going to be fouled by Pecos.
You know, Pecos last year, he played a lot as a junior. Pecos this year played a lot as a junior, and now he's playing a lot as a senior. You just feel like defensively on the side of the ball, and he's at that front of that trap, and you just feel like almost every play he's got a chance in this deal, and he's a lot of poked balls tonight. Almost another there, but just a little too much on the foul.
And Chambers knocks down the second one, but I couldn't agree more. Ryan Pecos, just an absolute defensive menace here for York. They love him so much because of how much energy he brings to the table. He loves going after all those loose balls, and he loves picking up the scraps, digging in for every extra steal that they can get, and that's why he plays that front part of the 1-2-2 defense, because they can trust him to make big plays when they need it. Extra pass out to Mullis. He's driving. Ball going to be hit out of bounds there by number 35, Ian Polonowski. As Mullis was trying to drive to the basket. 7:05 left to go here in the fourth. Waltz here to pass it in for the Dukes. Get this one over to Richardson. Pecos looking to pass this one out. That one also tipped out of bounds, this time by Riley. We're getting another chance here on the inbounds pass. They're going to send this one way back deep as Mullis going to take it in the backcourt. Pecos not with it.
Richardson.
Mullis, jumper off the catch, no good. Fighting for it, but out of bounds. Chambers trying to argue for a push on Pecos. Regardless or not if there was, it's not going to be called. It's going to be last touch by Chambers' foot as that one rolled out of bounds. So once again, York going to get an opportunity here. Pass into Waltz, extra one to Mullis, he's going to pull it back out.
Levine running around screens like Curry out there, just trying to find a way to get open. So we know he's been lethal from the three-point arc tonight.
Waltz now stuck within the corner, trying to make a move. He's going to be fouled by Liam Taylor. That's going to be Taylor's fourth foul here. If you're Coach Sloan here, you got to make a tough decision to take out one of your better players, and especially one of your taller players. Is Liam Taylor stands in at 6'8". As the inbounds pass again goes to Mullis, but he can't knock it down. Taylor now pushing it, goes up for the layup. Waltz trying to get the glass cleaning block right there. Can't get it though. Taylor knocks down another layup. He's now got 6 here in the second half.
Some updates on some college basketball, or high school basketball scores around Illinois today. We got Simeon goes down to Houston by 9. That's a big upset. As we know, Simeon, CPS school, just great basketball school. As there's a foul from Greer.
That one's going to be on the ground, though, so Burnison looking to check in here. Ball passed into Levine. Working on Greer. Going tough up with it. Can't get it to go. Throws it off the foot of Riley, but great save there from Greer. Greer going to be fouled from behind again. That one looks to be on Pecos. That's now going to be his third, so him and Levine both with 3 fouls here with 5:43 left to go in the quarter. Ball passing to Chambers. He's guarded by Richardson down low. He's looking to make a move. He goes up with it, can't get it to go, and the rebound there from Burnison. Waltz, tough drive. He's going to get the nice finger roll finish at the basket, laying that one in. Waltz up to 9 now himself. Him and Levine leading the way here in the points column.
Waltz, you can tell how much he's grown since last year. I feel like last year he was just known for his three-point shooting. Now starting to be able to drive to the rim more. Seems a lot more athletic as Taylor launches a 3.
He once again can't get it to go, but Richardson's going to grab the rebound. Now getting this one back to Waltz. Levine now with it, looking to push up. Great dump off pat to Richardson. He goes up for it. Once again, too long. Pecos fighting for it. Tips it back out. Waltz now has it. Over to Burnison in the corner. Pump fake. Drive. Pull-up jumper. That one's long off the back iron. Takes a second bounce and rebounded by Polonowski. Polonowski's got the layup. Left-handed. Once again, it's good. Coach Sloan here going to take the timeout for Lyons. They're making a little bit of a run here, but still a 17-point game in favor of the Dukes, 45-28, 4:21 left to go in the fourth. Christian, what do you think Coach Sloan is talking over with his guys right now in the huddle?
I think he's just saying keep hustling. We got 17 points to go, 4 minutes left. Let's just hustle, turn this into a learning experience, and just see what happens. I mean, I feel like if they keep Taylor going, he should have a decent impact on this last part of this ball game. But yeah, I feel like it's just about hustle and defense at this point if you're the Lions.
And with that, we're going to step away shortly here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Team's Varsity Basketball on York Sports Network. Back from the break now. Levine taking this one up the court here for York. Getting this one over to Zano now. Zano stripped by the baseline. Going to be last touched by Polonowski.
We just got an update on the girls basketball team. They played LT. They won 48 to 44 in overtime. That's just a great win for them, as we know. LT always puts up a good fight in conference games.
And there's the finish there from Richardson. York struggled in the second half. They were up 31 to 13 at halftime. Ended up going into overtime in the second half, really struggling, but ended up coming out with the win anyways. There's another basket. No good here for LT, but Brady Chambers is right there to clean it up, putting in another layup. Now up to 8 points here for him tonight.
Seems like the Lions are peaking a little too late in this ball game. Now just playing for pride at this point, but stranger things have happened.
Passing to Bernison, now at the Waltz. He's gonna step back, three-pointer, can't get it to go again. Rebound by Polonowski. He's getting trapped in the backcourt, but they get it over to Riley, and now he'll take it up. Greer, pass over. Three-point attempt, rolls in and out again for Liam Taylor. He has really struggled from behind the three-point arc tonight. Bernison stops, goes up with it, fouled by Brady Chambers. He'll go to the line here with a chance to add 2 more points onto this point total here for York. Bernison's second one falls, going 1 for 2. He gets his first point up there on the board. All the starters check out of the game for York. So now it's all bench as there's a traveling call there. Levine, Richardson, Molis, Pecos, and Waltz all now on the bench. As York's backup 5 is now into the game. They'll take over here for the last 3 minutes of the game. We got some chants here from the York student section saying they wanted Chris Pomada checked into the game. They're going electric right now as he steps out onto the floor.
Gotta love it. Energy in the building is through the roof. Even an 18-point game. See what Pomada can do.
It's going to be a foul here quickly by the Lions.
Now Brennan Carroll checking in for the Dukes. That'll take DeSanto out of the game. So he'll touch the floor for the first time tonight.
Ball being swung around the outside, down low to Vespa. Vespa working on Stefanich. Great up and under attempt, but he's going to be fouled. That one's going to be on Chris Pomada. First free throw good there from LT. Bobby Vespa able to knock it down. Vespa can't get the second one as that rattles in and out. Fitzgerald here for the Dukes, bringing it up. Oh, he's gonna lose it. Ball fighting for it on the ground. Great hustle play. Ball passed up. Plamann goes for the save and he saves it, but that one goes right back to Vespa. Now the pass gonna go off the leg of Quinn Mulcrone. This is probably the loudest we've seen the student section here for York be tonight, and it's with a 17-point lead with 2:19 left to go.
Now James DeSanto checking in for the Dukes. I believe he's going to pull Stefanich out of the game. So another junior guard will check in tonight.
And you love to see that, especially in the first conference play game of the year, getting as many of those guys experience in that as you can. Mamata with it. Now to Carroll. Carroll going behind the back. Over to DeSanto. DeSanto with it now, holding it over on the wing. Now to Plamann. Deep three from DeSanto. He's got it, nothing but net. James DeSanto checks in and makes it a 20-point game.
You know James DeSanto's got a great three-pointer. We see it there, and now a 20-point game. Love to see that energy off the bench. And now Kellum and Liebert, so it looks like they're going to go with an all-junior lineup. Hopefully they keep Pamato out there, but wouldn't be surprised if they go all junior lineup.
First one won't go in. Fitzgerald and Sika gonna step off the floor. Checking in is Kellum and Liebert. Carroll with it. Over to Liebert. Plamann now. Carroll's going to see the screen. Down low, Plamann going up with the layup. He's got it!
Yeah!
Plamann has got it! He's got his 2 points.
Let's go! Student section loving it over there.
3-point attempt here for LT, and they knock it down. Tyler Kuda. Liebert down low, layup attempt. That one is good for John Kellum.
Nice play by Kellum, sets his feet, nice jump stop and an easy layup.
Almost every player who has checked into the game so far tonight has scored here for York. Just Stefanich, Carroll, and Liebert without points, which is just absolutely incredible, showing that all players on this team can put up points if they need it. LT now trying to make something happen in the last 40 seconds of the game. It goes out of bounds. We're gonna say last touch by Plamann.
He doesn't like that call. He's shaking his head in disbelief.
Ball being passed in now from LT. Dribble drive down low, and there's gonna be another foul. Also on Plamann, so he's checked into this game and has picked up 2 fouls now.
Let's just say he's embracing his role very well.
At the free throw line is Gavin Gorlin for LT. First one.
Student section making a lot of noise.
Yeah, they can take over for me on that one. Second one long, offensive rebound though, throw it off the head of Plamann.
See if Dunn's gonna give him the hold sign.
Kellum has it, now to DeSanto.
He's letting him play.
DeSanto driving baseline, over to Carroll. Liebert with 20 seconds. Fouled there by number 33, Dylan Hall. And now going to the free throw line is John Kellum.
Seen a lot of the future of the Dukes varsity team next year with all these juniors checking in.
Kellum knocks it down. Kellum's second one is also good. 23-point lead for the Dukes with just 15 seconds left to go in the game. Behind the back, almost lost. LT now, Cam Hyde loses it.
Pickpocket.
DeSanto, 8 seconds. He's pushing fast, goes up with it, and he gets the fast break layup to go. 5 seconds left, we'll see if we'll get a shot. It's gonna be a little bit too late and an air ball, so York's gonna take a huge win here in the home opener in conference play against the Lions. 59-34, our final score. It's an absolutely amazing showing from all the Dukes. AJ Levine leading the way in the points column, doing what he does best, hustling whenever he could. And you'd really love to see that from your leader on both sides of the ball, but go more in depth here for us, Christian, on what we saw that was so good here from York that led to this moment.
I mean, we got to talk turnovers. The Dukes forced so many turnovers all night. They were able to turn those turnovers into points, which eventually led to their 25-point victory. And just, come on, AJ Levine had a great game. I mean, he was knocking shots from all over the court. Just a great showing from the Dukes offense and defense. And a great showing from Coach Dunn, as we know he's been working on this team all year. Also, just LT had a hard time with the Dukes defense. We know that 1-2-2 trap from the Dukes is hard to break. And when LT can't knock down the threes, you know it's going to be a hard game for them because they're mainly a three-point focused squad.
We're just going to wait down here for a second. We're going to see if we can get a quick interview with AJ Levine and Coach Dunn. But while we're waiting for that to happen, I also want to talk a little bit about that Lions team that was so good a year ago, not just in the Tosh, but in general, and what Coach Sloan is trying to do and build in this program with all those new players. Christian, anything you can kind of put into that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing with a lot of these juniors for a while now, and one thing I remember in our practice is how intense it was. I mean, just the intensity on the defensive side of the ball and just the fundamentals we learned as freshmen together. Just the York program really establishes that 1-2-2 trap defense freshman year to varsity, and that's why everyone on this squad can run it to perfection. Just, I feel like the culture this year is something different about it, the confidence, the communication, and just great teamwork from both the coaching staff and the players tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Christian. I mean, it's always good to get that first win at home, especially with the Jack Tosh coming up. And with that, we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Luca DeSanto, who's going to get a quick interview here with AJ Levine. And with that, we're going to end our stream here tonight. York Dukes get the victory over the LT Lions. I've been Tia Silkaitis, and alongside me here tonight was Christian McQuade. You've been watching York Sports Varsity Basketball on York Sports Network.
All right, thank you, Coach Dunn.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.